Hello, and welcome to the Modern Romantic Podcast, where we inspire romanticism through passionate people who do incredible things. Hi, I'm full of whimsy and about half a pound of cheese. Hi, I'm Trey, and joined by my co host, who is somehow also named Trey at this moment. Hi, Trey.
Oh, how did that happen? I swear we're not doing the tray thing again. Tray. Three
Uh,
trays.
for
It's like the
the-
three tenors.
this is a
Except I'm
callback
not a tenor.
moment. This is a callback moment. Probably about 2 years ago. I think it's been 2 years at this point.
Has it really been that long?
We had a guest on, and I don't remember who, but we started the episode where Emily had her name listed as Trey. I was also Trey, and then our guest said, "Wait, I want to be Trey too." So it was an episode of Trey.
Yeah.
Great time.
Trey
was a
Sled
good-
Chase.
Yeah.
I-
Trey. I like that.
Oh, I'm so okay. That made me so happy.
It's happy and delicious.
Happy and delicious. How have you been, Emily?
Well, now I want ice cream.
Yes.
And it's that time of year. It's like August, and it's kind of like ice cream month. It's hot out, right? So we've been eating a lot of ice cream around here lately. Thankfully, we have an ice cream maker,
Ooh.
which is when we bother to employ it, it does a great job. So that's what's been going on. And you finished up a play, yes?
I did. I finished up Hunchback of Notre Dame, and it was fantastic. I definitely, for the actors out there or anyone involved in theater, that post-show depression is real. And so on Wednesday, I took myself to go see Spider-Man and A New Day
Oh yeah.
because I was feeling really pity about myself. And so I went and had a good time watching Spider-Man, and insert spoilers here.
Okay.
I'm-
Was it good? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I had a really good time. It definitely
Good.
took my mind off things. And so I'm in much better spirits and much better mental health now. So we're good.
Hooray. Yeah, sometimes
Yay.
that's what a good movie does.
And it's great. It's uplifting. You know who else is uplifting?
I can guess.
You know, because I do this transition every single time,
Yeah,
but it's no less true. It's our wonderful guest. Would you introduce her, please?
No, I would like you to.
No! Today on the episode.
Oh my gosh, you're doing it. Hooray.
Today on our podcast, we have the delightful Helen Laser. She is an actor, a writer, and pun enthusiast, as I've learned quickly on this podcast. And
Mhm.
also multi-hyphenate as well as a voiceover artist. We are so thankful to have Helen Laser. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh my gosh, it's my absolute pleasure. I already have so many questions, but I feel like I should also say, hello, I'm Helen Laser. I'm full of zucchini fritters and joy. And it's nice to be here.
A good combo.
If we're saying what we're full of, besides SHIT, Trey, who did you play in Hunchback? I must know.
Claude Frollo.
Stop. Incredible. Oh my God, that rules. I was
Tell
like,
her about
gotta be
the
Frollo
review.
or Clopin. I'll be happy either way.
Our
Tell me.
Clopin was fantastic. This cast. So the one thing I will say, during Hellfire, the director of the show had a pretty decent Catholic background, and so there were lots of moments where she wanted to see internal Catholic guilt externalized, and so she wanted tussling, she wanted throwing myself around a stage. And when I get to the begging portion, when I'm like, protect me, Maria, she said, throw yourself on the ground at the feet of the statue. I want you to throw yourself down. And then she bathed the entire stage in red lighting for the final 30 seconds of the song. There's a great image that you can find on my Instagram during that piece. It's great. It scared the crap out of me when she showed it to me the first time, but it's a wonderful representation of the vision that she had. So thank you, Danielle. Major shout out.
That rules. That is so cool. I love that score. It is such an insane, beautiful score. And I'm like, I do musicals on occasion still, not often, but I'm like, that's one that I'm like, just to hear it every day, it must have been just so stellar.
Oh, it was great. The opening number in particular, going from a very soft and um, Gregorian chant into just this exaltation of the bells of Notre Dame is
Mhm.
it's great.
I have several YouTube essays I'm going to recommend to you post-pod about that movie, about that score. Yeah, yeah, like music theory. Oh my god, it's so good.
Can we keep you? I've like known you for 10 minutes. Can we keep you?
Why? I gotta think about that. Yes.
In
Oh,
the
I'm having a
most
great time
platonic
already.
friendly way.
Well, when I saw all the Pokemans out there behind you, I was like, "Okay, we're gonna get along. This is gonna be great."
What is the plural? What is it? Is it it's Pokemon? Mans?
Pokemon. It's kind of like the word
Okay.
fish. Fish refers to multiple fish and then singular
Okay.
fish.
Okay. Not like
Sheep.
teeth.
Did you both say teeth at the same time?
I actually said sheep, but I can see how that
I
would,
said teeth. It's E. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, very similar. Um, but it's a wonderful collection. Anyway, so Helen, I saw from your resume that you have not only done theater, you've done TV, you've done stage work, you've done film, etc. And I'm always curious everyone's journey into acting. So how did the theater bug or how did the acting bug bite you?
ooh, good question. It's sort of it's funny because now when I look back at it, I'm like, "Oh, I can sort of see the story of my life as written by fates and destinies that I had no part in, at the time, but now I can look back and go, "Oh, wow, that makes a lot of sense." But, when I was, in kindergarten, they kind of were trying to figure out who could be in the school play because it depended on if you could read, because you have to learn lines, and so they were like, "Okay, these are 4 and 5-year-olds, and, like, not all of them can read well," so they were like, whispering to the teachers, like, "Who are the good readers in the class?" But then they also did a test, which I didn't know was a test at the time, but it was like they called attendance, and they're like, "When we call your name, make sure you say in a very loud voice that you're here," to kind of see who was comfortable talking in front of people. And so, like, everybody was just like, "Here, here," and I was just like, "I'm here!" And they were like, "Cool, so she's a good reader, she can speak very clearly and loudly, she can follow instructions, she will be Lucy and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown, got the part." And so that was
Yes.
the first play I ever did, and,
Awesome.
we have fantastic footage, a la my father, who is not a DP in real life, but he crushed this. There's the footage of me right before going on stage, like, they had these little, like, benches off to the side, and then, like, you walk out and you pick up a microphone out of a basket and you're like, "I'm saying my lines now," and then you put it back in the basket because 'cause you're 5. But we have this fantastic footage from my father of before I'm going on stage and I'm sitting on the bench, I'm, like, white as a sheet. I look so scared, like, I really look like I'm gonna throw up. I'm just, like, sitting on the bench, like,
Oh
and
no.
then, like, it cuts, and then I'm on stage, and I'm, like, yucking it up, having the best time, total ham, like, just like, "Charlie Brown, you think that I would let you sip out of my straw?" Like, it's so, like, totally silly, and I look so comfortable and happy, and I'm like, "Man, nothing's changed." I'm still a big reader. I still get so stage frightened, and then when I'm out on stage, I'm having, like, the time of my life, and there's nowhere else I feel as comfortable and like I'm where I'm
Wow.
supposed to be. So I was like, "Yep, haven't changed a bit." Like, exactly, makes a lot of sense.
What I love about that is that you've almost embraced it and to maintain it. But I'm curious when you talk about still having that stage fright, but then you're still so comfortable on the stage, what gets you comfortable on the stage and what helps to like transition between that you're white knuckling that bench
Yeah.
to having the time of your life?
I was gonna ask that too. Yeah.
It's this wonderful combination of I've done all I can. Like, I've prepared, I've rehearsed, I've
Mhm.
practiced, I've given it my all, and now the train is leaving the station, and, there's nothing I can do to stop it. And every play I do, I have that exact feeling where when they make the unwrap your candies announcement, the lights go down or the overture or whatever it is that signifies, like, the play is starting. I have the same thought, which is just like, "Can't back out now." Like,
Okay.
we're going, we're doing it, and it's this wonderful loss of control, which I think is a very good thing to experience of just like, "Okay, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, and it's not forever." Like, this will not be captured. Like, in a way, shooting a movie, it's scary in its own way because 'cause you're like, "Well, this is forever. I get a few chances, but, like, this is set in stone." And with
Mhm.
theater, you're like, "Well, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. A lot of people are gonna see it, and then it won't exist anymore." And so there's this wonderful freedom in that, and I'm just like, "Okay," and I know that I'm a person who really prepares, wants to control everything, and then I'm like, "Okay, I've done everything I can do, and now it's just me and the lights and my other actors and all the whole team that's supporting each other to hold this show up, and we're just gonna kinda see what happens." And it's very nice to have that complete loss of control. You're sort of just a boat in the ocean, and you're like, "A storm might happen, it might not, I don't know. I'm just gonna let myself be carried and, trust that everything I've done to prepare for this moment is going to carry me forward and that it'll go hopefully well. And if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. It'll be fine. If it
Yeah.
doesn't, we'll all laugh about it, and that's okay." And, I find that really very, very freeing and lovely.
Yeah. Would you agree, Trey, that that is also kind of your experience too? Because I would say I feel the same.
I do, and I don't think that I came into that opinion of that until this most recent production,
Oh,
Mm,
because I felt the weight of, like, "Oh, I have, like, a bigger part," and, like, I felt a lot of pressure, and then I kinda went, "Well, everybody kinda has that same amount of pressure, and then we've all worked really hard, and
mhm,
we've all put the work in, so, yeah, like, let's show our work," and so the white knuckles kinda went away, and you just let instinct take over.
yeah. That made me think of, you saying like, "Well, I have this bigger part," but then it's like, "Well, we're all doing the same thing." Uh, Independently, my brother, me, and my father have all had a moment in our life where we independently of each other were like, "I don't want that much responsibility." Like, I don't wanna be the main guy, I would love to be the helping guy, the supporting guy of whatever it is. So for me, it was in theater, like, I didn't wanna audition for the lead when I was a kid, I was always very much like, "Supporting part's great." I would love to just have, like, 1 solo, that's it. And my brother, when, like, he was like, "I wanna be" when he was a child, he was like, "What I wanna be when I grow up is I wanna be a stewardess." And my parent like, "I wanna be a flight attendant." My parents were like, "What if you were the captain of the plane? Like, dream big." He was like, "Too much responsibility." He's like 7. He's like, "That's way too many buttons, a lot of
seven.
lives in my hand. I really don't feel like I should be in charge of that." And same with, like, my father when he did a spelling bee, he would, like, got to, like I think he, like, got to the top of, like, the regional spelling bee, and then he told me that he kind of, like, on purpose, kind of beefed it because he was like, "But then I would have to go to Washington, DC." And,
Mhm.
like, very like the musical spelling bee, like, "Who will be my chaperone?" Like, he's, like, very nervous, and he was like, "That's kind of too big a deal for me, I think. I think I'm just gonna kinda botch it on purpose." So we all have this, like, sort of I don't know if it's self-sabotage, but this feeling of, like, it takes a great deal of responsibility to be the leader, and I hold that very like, I think we all hold that in a very sort of holy place in our minds, and we're like, "I don't know if I'm worthy of having the biggest part, but I would love to help."
Right. Wow.
Hmm. Wow.
It's
Of
it's a
course.
it's let's reflect for a moment.
Yeah, let's think about it. And since then, I have played leads and things, and I have been the main character in things, and it's gone fine. Like, it hasn't been, like, a
Right.
terrible disaster like I blew it up to be in my brain, but I do still really enjoy being a supporting character. I don't know if it's, like, pressure or what, but I think I also enjoy that I can kind of get away with stuff a little bit. Like, if I'm not the main guy that everybody's paying attention to, I can kinda, like, put my own spin on things.
That part, very much so, because I feel like there are those you go and you recognize that the leads are the leads because, of the work that they do, but then the people that they talk about after the show are "Did you see that? Did you see that
Yes,
person when she did that thing off to the side?
yes.
She was on stage for, like, 15 seconds, but she owned that."
Yes. My husband and I are very, like, we're kind of obsessed with the idea of a princess track of, like, and for those who don't know what that means, like, the idea of, like, an actor who maybe they come in, they've got their one big moment, whether it's a song or a monologue or whatever, they have this big memorable moment, they die or something, they're not in it anymore, and then maybe they come back at the end for one final, like, beautiful reprise moment where they're a ghost, but that's it, and most of the show, they're just watching movies in their dressing room, hanging out, but then at bows, everybody's like, "Oh my god, remember that? Like, that part was so good," and people all
It's
remember
yeah.
it, but, like, you didn't have to do the whole heavy lifting of, like, I have to learn all of Othello or whatever, you know, you're just like, "Well, I got to do my little part, and I came in, it was awesome, and then I peaced out."
It's Sean Bean.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Shocking.
It's like, yeah, just that one memorable person who's like, they're never the lead, but they come in, they do a phenomenal, memorable job, and then they're out, and that's it.
And they're the people that, the serious cosplayers will cosplay because
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh, it's not the lead, it's a little bit more obscure, so
yeah,
it's a more of a challenge, it's more unique." You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
there's a little more mystery to that.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
tell you guys something very that I'm really excited about?
Mhm.
I, this is, totally off of what you just said. I'm going to be at Comic-Con this year, and
Oh,
I've never
sweet.
been. I'm
Okay.
so excited. I'm not going as a guest, I am going as a panelist, which is really exciting,
Oh,
and I can't
cool.
wait, but the cosplays, I'm so excited to see them all, and I probably can't go because I can't dress up probably because I have to be behind a table being serious, but, like, I sew clothes as a hobby, and so I'm so excited to see all the, like, insane stuff that people come up with. I'm so pumped.
That is one of the great joys of a Comic-Con, for sure.
I'm curious because I didn't know that you also sew. What sorts of things do you
Yes.
make?
I make it's split into 2 categories. On the one hand is pragmatic everyday clothes, like a nice blouse or dress or, you know, things like that that I can wear in the
Mhm.
world. And then the other side of the coin is I make a lot of crazy costumes. Make a lot
Sweet.
of, you know, like right now I'm working on, and I don't know if I'll finish it in time, but I'm working on a Ren Fair outfit because I've got a great Ren Fair outfit. I don't need to make another one, but I kind of was like, well, I have this like really like jazzed up women's outfit, and I was like, what if I make a cool like androgynous men's outfit for myself? So
Oh,
now I'm
fun.
Ooh.
working on like a little like, when you picture, like, a scribe or, like, a page boy
Oh,
with, like, the
yeah.
puffy pants and, like, a little I've made my ruff,
Oh,
and so
cool.
so that's what I'm working on now, and I sew only out of recycled materials, so it's what I'm currently making this outfit out of a, futon couch cover that was linen that a friend didn't want anymore because it had holes in it, and they were like, "Do you want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, that much linen for free? Yes."
Oh
So
my god.
I'm, like, cutting around all the holes and trying to, like, use every part of the animal, basically.
It's funny because, we did talk about this last episode when we
Oh,
told
yeah?
our last guest about you because of our question thing we do, and
Oh,
I'd brought up that you sew, and then we got into this whole sewing conversation
oh,
about,
amazing.
um so I will ask the question now because it has to do with this and because we're
Okay,
talking about
I'm
sewing.
so ready.
So this has to do with, um the whole, superstition that I used well, myself and a group of friends. I don't know if Trey holds a superstition, do you? He's nodding, yes, okay. So here it is, ready? I'll pitch it to you, you'll probably be on board. It's the right sides together a superstition, and that is when it is late at night and you're trying to finish it, and it's probably the night before you need to wear it the
Uh-huh.
next morning, and you're freaking out because you've got to get it done. And so at some point, you're too tired. At some point, you are going to make a mistake, and it's
Mhm.
always going to be right sides together.
You mean, like, accidentally not doing the
Yes.
right si yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
But if you
Yep.
get so tired that you're starting to remind yourself to do it that way and you say out loud, right sides together, that's when it's time to go to bed because you will still mess it up and you'll mess it up worse. So don't say it out loud. The moment you say it out loud,
Oh.
it's bedtime. Just stop.
I've never said that out loud. What I tend to say when I'm, like, feeling I think everybody's had the moment where whatever you're working on, you're just like, "Oh boy, I can't really focus on what I'm doing." So what I end up doing is I'll just look at what I'm doing and I just go, "Big brain time." I
I like
gotta use
that.
my big brain. I gotta focus because it's a lot of math, and I'm bad
Mhm.
at math, so sewing is a lot of math, and so I'm doing a lot of, like it's all the numbers flying around my head, algebra style, GIF style, and I'm just like, "Okay, now wait a minute, okay, if it's this shape, wait,
These
okay."
equations are floating,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I'm like, "Okay, the measurements." So, yeah, I do try I'm getting much better at this instead of overworking myself and getting to that point. 'Cause I'm very like, I like to do everything in one sitting, and that physically doesn't make sense,
That's a
and
long sitting.
it's not possible. Yeah, so I and like with audiobooks, that's you cannot do an audiobook in a sitting if it is a full-length book. It's not possible.
Oh,
You
no.
can't do it. So now I'm getting much better at training myself to have patience and to be like, "Okay, let's do a step." So whether that's a chapter or a sleeve or whatever, or so I'm getting much better at instead of being like, I want to have the whole bodice done today, which is like physically not possible and would be stupid to attempt, or like I want to do the whole book. It's like, what if we did instead 3 chapters or an hour of audio or one hem
Yeah.
and then you can do more tomorrow, but, like, why no, we don't need to do the whole thing right now, but my brain is very, like, "Yes, I know that I got into long form art, but, what if we just, did it all?"
Right.
So,
That's
getting
funny
better about
because
it.
because I never even thought about going into this room, the sewing room, and doing one sleeve. Never occurred to me. You just opened up a whole new world. I have
Like,
always
you have
gone
to
in
train
going, I'm
yourself.
gonna do the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then it's overwhelming and I'll put it off. I'm more likely to procrastinate, and I'm
same.
also more likely to hate myself. So this
No
is
hate.
good. Yeah, like, why did I take this on? Why did I ever
Ugh,
start this? Well, those things. So
what kinds of things do you make?
I come from a history of costuming as well. I'm also a Ren Fair costumer, and
Oh,
yeah.
okay, sorry, I got very excited. After
Yeah.
post-pod, shoot me some pics.
Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
peep.
This'll be great.
I love to see a costume.
I would love to see yours too.
Oh my god, now I'm
And I was
scared that mine
excited that you
suck.
made stuff. I was excited that you did recycled stuff too, because I've also done that, and we have lots to talk about.
Yes, we
So,
do.
and
Okay,
Trey
so
Trey sews as well. He's also done cosplay and costuming,
what?
his own
Okay,
stuff. Yes.
pics, you gotta drop them pics for sure. I gotta see them all.
Yeah,
We'll do
for
that.
sure.
Okay, before we get too far. So, our last guest left a question for you. Her name is Isabella Costa. She is a stunt woman, stunt performer, however you say that, however everybody wants to be called, that's fine. She asked the question, is your biggest sewing fear right sides together?
Oh, right. I feel like my biggest sewing fear is not right sides together, although, like, I've done it, obviously, but that I'm like, I'll seam rip it, it'll be okay. My biggest fear is that well, 2, I have 2. One is I completely mismeasured because I 100% have body dysmorphia, and I don't know how big or small I am, and so I absolutely will be like,
Right.
This seems right," and it's just not. I am better about measuring, but, like, sometimes I am so woefully off, and it's, like, worse if you make it too small, and then you're like, because you can't add. Like, you can take
Especially,
something
yeah,
in, but you can't add, so that's a
I only
fear.
bought a yard of fabric, right?
Exactly, and my other fear is completely and utterly messing up buttonholes after you've made the entire garment, and it looks so good, and then you fuck up, like, the middle center buttonhole, and you're
Mhm.
just like, all around me are familiar faces, and you're just like, "I want to die. I can't believe this happened to me." So, yeah, that's I would say my biggest fear is, like, I've made the entire thing. It looks amazing, it feels amazing, I'm so excited about it, and then I just irrevocably fuck something up that I cannot take back, and there's no way to fix it, and I'm just like so, yeah, that keeps me up at night, just imagining the possibility of that scenario.
There was a moment that I will tell you when I was making my Ren Fair costume, and I was putting in there are these I forget what they're called now, but they have, like, a screw back to them, and you typically put
Mm,
them on leather, but I decided to use them as my buttons for the
mm.
front of that.
Like a rivet or
It
that kind of button?
like a
Like a snap?
Couchon, I think is the proper term for it. I
Uh-huh.
will confirm, not important right now.
Okay.
I will figure
We'll
it out.
figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm probably wrong what it's called, but we'll
I'm
figure
not
it.
worried about it.
Well,
We'll
there's
figure it
also
out.
6 names for everything. Like,
Right.
I was like, right now I'm making, like, a doublet, but that can also be called a jerkin, and it can also be like, there's a
Mhm.
million things you can call it, so I'm just kinda like,
Oh my gosh, we do have to keep you.
"Ah!"
She knows the difference between a doublet and a jerkin, and also the similarities.
Yeah, and the similarities we can't forget.
And that she already said the word rough, which is already
Oh,
gold.
yes, I have several in my house currently.
It's Elizabethan gold.
Yeah, I mean, I made it more I had to make matching ones for me and the hubby.
Oh,
So we can
fabulous.
gallivant and look at the falconry and everything and just be like,
Right,
you know?
exactly that.
Yeah. I don't know what it means, but we know
It's
what this
because
means. It's like
Trey.
it's ye of old, Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'll have to
Ye
screenshot
ye
that
olde
later.
choir hands, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm writing that down.
Hell yeah.
So I can clip that scene of us doing that. Okay.
Perfect.
So when it comes to, how do I ask this question? You
With
do
words.
s Thank you, Emily, so much. I was planning to, do sign language interpretation. Um, when it comes to all the different types of acting that you do, is there a medium that strikes you the most, or do they all provide something equally meaningful to your acting career?
That's a very thoughtful question, and I feel like I've never been asked it in quite that way. It's usually like, which one's your favorite for real?" Um, and I really appreciate that. I think it's definitely the latter in that, like, each one provides me a different kind of joy and pleasure, and it feels like they fill in each other's cracks a little bit. Like there's the ephemerality of theater and the permanence of film and the like vocal freedom and the diversity of getting to like do every character for audiobooks or for any other kind of voiceover. Like I can play something that I would never play in real life necessarily, like a strange animal or an alien or whatever. Like I really feel that each art form gives me something very different and a different kind of satisfaction, and I feel very lucky that I get to do all of them, and it's just sort of whatever comes my way. Like, sometimes it'll be more screen work, sometimes more theater, sometimes more voiceover, but I always come back to everything. Like, every kind of art that I do, at some point, I end up coming back around, and it might take years or months or weeks or whatever, but they all bring me different kinds of, like, fulfillment.
That's awesome. Yes.
Good
Excellent.
answer.
Good
Yes.
answer. Now, you are also a writer because in all great creative types, there are always multi hyphenates.
Yeah.
So, what is it about writing, do you think, that helps fill in the cracks that your acting work cannot?
I would say the big thing for me about writing that gives me, a lot of, like it's satisfying like, it quenches a craving, is that with a lot of forms of acting, you do need someone else's permission. Someone has to cast you. Someone has to decide that you're good enough, and you can everybody's like, "Just make your own stuff," and I'm like, "That's expensive." Like, it just is, even if you're doing a show at the Tank in New York, like, you have to get other people involved, and you have to there is expense of time and money and commitment and all of these things, and what I love, love, love about writing is you can get an idea and you can start right now.
Mhm.
You can do it whenever you want, and something can strike you, and you can sit down and you can make your own schedule, like, you don't have to wait around for someone to shine a light on you or, or to, boot up the camera or whatever, like, you can just wake up like, when I'm writing I write novels in my spare time, and, I'll just like, my writing schedule is if I'm in the midst of having a, like, big idea, I will just wake up early, and I'll just take 30 minutes to an hour in the morning before I do anything else, and I just sit and I just write, and it feels so nice. It just feels like like I'm exercising a lot of things and I'm putting it on the page and it makes me very happy and I love that I don't have to ask anyone, "Can I please do this?" Like I don't have to audition to be a writer. Obviously then the process is you know, then it gets a little bit fraught when you're like, "Okay, I wanna get this published, or I need someone to approve it, or I need an agent," or whatever it is. Like, that obviously is tougher, because then you do have to ask someone's permission if you want to share it with the world. But just, like, the act of making the art, you get to be the decision maker, and I love that I can just decide, and I can just write, and no one needs to tell me yes or no.
Mm.
And it's inexpensive because
Yeah,
really it's
yeah,
paper and a pen or pencil and
yeah,
or whatever you can find to write with. It's a piece of charcoal on your wall,
yeah.
you know?
It's just
It's
whatever. You're like,
whatever.
whatever you feel like. Yeah, it's really, really a nice thing. Yeah, and not very expensive. You can just have an idea and put it down on the paper or computer you already have, which
Yeah.
is pretty freaking sick.
Yep.
In a way, I think about journaling in the same way because
Mhm,
you are expressing your ideas. Now, a novel, I think you're still expressing those ideas, but in a
mhm,
different context. But it's that same level of getting it outside of yourself and making
mhm.
it exist in some format in this universe. It's not just locked away in here.
Yeah. I feel very similarly about fiction writing, humor writing, and journaling because I get this same wonderful feeling once I'm done of, like, I'm in the plane looking down at my town, and I'm like, "Oh, I can see everything now." Like, I really understand it better. I yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. We're getting into it. Um, I had this amazing moment last night, so something, my husband and I love to do to wind down for the day, I can't believe I'm saying this, is that we will, like, sit down and we will watch, Unwrapped, hosted by Mark
Okay.
Summers, food guy, and it's just, yeah, we have, like, a million inside jokes about it, but, like, the idea is, like, Mark Summers will just be like, Today, we're gonna talk about how they make Ritz crackers," or whatever, and it's, like, snacks, candy, food related, whatever. So we
Yeah.
get to the episode where he's like, "And now we're gonna talk about, like, petite sweet treats that aren't real. This person makes miniature dollhouse food." And it was, and they introduced this woman who makes all these miniature foods, and when they said her name, I was like, "No. No, you gotta be shitting me. Is this" and it's the woman who wrote Little Fires Everywhere.
Oh,
Celeste, I think you say her last name Ng? Celeste Ng? And,
okay.
um, but they put her name on the screen, and I was like, "I think that's her." So we had to pause. We were like, "Pause!" And we looked it up, and she had a whole life before writing where she was, like, a miniature food like, dollhouse food maker for a
Wow.
living, and there was this beautiful interview that she gave where she was talking about it, and it was sort of like, well, it sort of helped me become more sure of myself as a writer because it meant that I was paying attention to detail in such, like, minute ways, and I was looking so closely at everything around me, and it made me a better creative and a better writer because, like, you know, you need to have your eyes, like, attuned in that way to do really spectacular writing, and it feels like, you know, you can either be up in the plane looking down at everything from above and you're like, "Oh, I understand it now," or you can zoom in all the way and be like, "Oh my gosh, like, there's, like, veins inside of fruit. That's crazy. And how am I going to create that in my own like, I'm like a miniature god where I'm making these things and they're very small." And I was so moved by that. I thought that was so cool, and I just couldn't it was like the opposite of a jump scare, a jump joy. I was like, What? This is amazing." I just had no idea that she had this past life as, like, an artisan in this way.
That's very cool. And you said Mark Summers, which immediately made me think of Nickelodeon, because he was the host of Double Dare there.
Oh, right.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about Double Dare in
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, the Green Slime Show.
Wow. See, we didn't have cable when I was a child, and so that was a
Okay.
other people's house treat, but, like,
Yeah,
so to me, it's sort of like a legend, you know what I mean? Like, I've, like, seen, like, maybe an episode, and that's it,
sure.
and I like but it's so vivid in my mind because it was a special occasion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool that you I thought Mark Summers, gosh, is he still around? And then you brought up the show he does, and I went, "Oh, that's so cool. I love that he's still working."
He's working. I mean, this
That's
I
great.
guess this show is pretty old, but he's probably still doing stuff. We'll look it up after. But, yeah,
Yeah.
we love him. We love his deliveries when he's, like, explaining what they're gonna talk about in the episode. We have, like, an inside joke where we're like, "Oh, he's livid. He is so mad that he has to talk about this." Like, we just yeah, we come up with all this lore that is not real, and it's just like
That's
he's like
wonderful.
we're like, "He's barely getting through the take. He's so scared. Like, he's so scared they're gonna yell at him." Like, and it's not real. Like,
He's like, he
we're
hates
making it
that
up.
flavor of jelly bean. He
Yeah,
has to eat it.
exactly. Like, we're just completely making things up just for our own enjoyment. Yeah.
Two things, actually three things. One, Another Blast from the Past, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Highly recommend. It's a great game show.
Oh,
Strongly recommend. Two, um, oh, I lost it. Dadgummit. All right, so I'm gonna go to three. You, look, this is not an uncommon occurrence for me.
It's wonderful.
It's
I'm
fine.
not
It'll
worried.
come back to me at some point. You talked about having, as a writer, this ability to either get such in descriptive detail of the small things, or take such an omniscient perspective from 30,000 view perspective. And I am curious for you, how do you ensure a balance between those two abilities? How do you make sure that you achieve your version of equilibrium when writing so that you don't always focus on the details and that you don't always get an overview of things?
That's a wonderful question. I feel like, especially with novel writing, because you really get in the weeds with that, I everyone has a very different process, and mine is by no means right or wrong, but what I do is I make a crazy amount of outline. Like, it's truly like this, and then because of that, that happens, and then because of that, and then the next thing that happens is this, and then we zoom out and we're here, and it's truly like play by play. It's almost like a shot schedule in a way. Like it's like almost storyboarding, but outlining, and that helps me kind of keep my eye on the prize so that then when I'm actually writing, I can also enjoy the details, but I know where I'm going. So it's like having a map on the trail and you're like, well, I know where I'm going, so I can look at the salamanders real close and not be like, oh wait, shit, where am I?
Right.
So I've got my map, which means I can also stop and like take stock of like interesting minute things while I'm writing. But, like, these outlines, like, what I told a friend of mine who's also a writer, we, like, co-write together sometimes, and she was like, "Well, how long are these outlines?" And I was like, between 30 and 50 pages." She was like, "What?" Like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "I don't know, it's just how I do it. What do you do?" She's like, "I just write. I don't even outline anything." And I was like, "What?" Because to me, that's insane. And so we all have our very same with recording. Everybody's got their own schedule for a day. Some people like to do mornings, some people like to record at night, some people like to do like a million hours a day, some people like to do very little per day. And so everybody's got their own thing.
I was going to ask about voiceover, if you I guess, how you manage that to a degree. I know that sounds the word management sounds so boring for this show, especially. But I was thinking about, like, you talked about doing, like, a chapter here, a chapter there, and I was thinking about how I have, because Trey and I have done a little voiceover as well, and it was like, okay, if I go back and listen to what I did yesterday
Mm.
and I go to add on to it today, I find myself wanting to re-record yesterday because now I don't sound the same.
Mm,
What
sure.
what are so I guess I'm wondering if you run into that, and maybe how you, if you do, how do you overcome that? And if you don't, why?
Good question.
Yeah.
I think I've become completely desensitized to the sound of my own voice.
Okay.
'Cause you know how
Hmm.
people, like, they hear a recording of themselves on, like, a tape recorder or, like, a video or whatever, and they're like, "Ugh, that's what I sound like?" And I definitely had that at the beginning
Sure.
when I was just starting out, and now I'm really able to look at it in this clinical way, like I'm my own doctor operating on my own cadaver to see where things went wrong, and so I'm just kind of like, "Okay, so we need to scooch the kidneys around, and we need to, do this and that, and we need to, just, like, mess around with it like this," like, that I'm diagnosing the problem, that's the problem, and I don't
Okay.
really take it very personally with myself anymore, like, I'm just like, "Okay, so that's the problem, we need to fix it, I can fix it, and that's fine." But screen, however, very different. I don't know if it's that I'm vain or what, but, like, I and many other actors too, like, when I see myself in a movie, on a show, I'm just like, "Well, oh, no! Why did I do that? No!" I hate it. I'm better at it now. I am better about it because, like, I edit my own reels, and I have to look
Mhm.
at my own face quite a lot, especially for self-taping. And I'm getting better, with self-taping, I'm getting much better about watching my tapes back because I have to edit them and send them to my manager and everything, and I'm getting much better at looking at it and being like, "That's not the take." Or, "Okay, I need to do it again. I know exactly what I need to do." And I can, like,
Mm.
Mhm.
self-direct in that way. But I find also, with the, "Oh, I did this yesterday, and now I kind of sound different today." If I just listen to a little bit of yesterday, I don't know what it is, but I can really just be like, "I know just what to do." Jumping right back in.
Okay.
And
It's not Oh, go ahead.
But oh, sorry. No, it's just like but, like, it's 'cause I think 'cause I do it, like, truly every single day, and now I'm just like, "Okay, yeah, sweet. I yeah, I got it."
Yeah.
And I can mentally just, like, hop back in, but I realize that that is, like, a skill, and it definitely takes honing, but to me, I'm just like, "Oh, well, now it's second nature, and now I just know how to kind of, like, put my brain back in the story right where I was." But it's not it doesn't come naturally, for sure.
I'm sure a lot of that is the practice of diagnosing and figuring it out over time, because I think about other art forms and it's the same thing. It's the reason why this corset doesn't fit is because or like a suit jacket. I'll bring
Mhm.
that one up because it's very complicated in my mind compared to a corset.
It is
Like the
complicated.
yeah, the reason
Mm.
it's pulling in at the shoulders is maybe because just the back is too tight.
Right, right.
But does anyone look at the back? No, they're just gonna be like, "Oh, the shoulders are too tight," but you get used to
Yeah.
looking for the back too,
Right,
and I
right.
feel like something like that things like that occur with any art form. Comes with practice is, "Oh,
Yeah.
did I drink too much caffeine? Did I
Yeah.
like, what was it? Why was I going so fast yesterday?"
Right, right. Or like, "Why am I breathing so loud? What the hell's wrong with me?" Like, or whatever, like, "Why is my mouth so" whatever it is, it's just like, "Oh my god, like, quit it." I'm always like, when I look at myself on screen, I'm always like, "Why did I make that face? Why the hell was I doing that?" And
Mhm.
like, it's silly because then I'll watch it later, I'll be like, "Oh, it's not that bad." But I have to, like, adjust to seeing myself and just kinda get over it. But it's hard when you're like, "Ooh, I don't like to look at it."
We're our own worst critic, plus we're
Yeah,
honing in so hyper focused on our own face in that moment instead of,
yeah,
like, the whole scene, the whole picture,
yeah, and
and what
yeah,
anybody else would see.
I think part of it too is because we are now like, actors are now so responsible for our own tapes and stuff, like, TV, it used to pretty much all be in person as far as I know, like, every time I went in for a major network show, like, it was in person, and there was a casting director there, and they were taking care of the camera, they would put, maybe a lav mic on you or something, and they would be like, "Okay, for this next take, let's do it again, but let's do it more like this." Now, all that responsibility is on us, and so we do have to get nitpicky and, like, crazy about it, like, now I have to look at it and be like, "Oh, hair out of place. Oh, backdrop is kinda leaning too much, and I can see a little sliver of the room, and can't have that. Okay, we have to crop it. Oh, sounds a little bit. Oh, I can hear one car honking. I'm gonna take that audio, I'm gonna edit that out." And so, like, you have to become so controlling about it, and now when I watch myself in the final thing, the movie, the TV show, whatever, now I'm like, "Oh, and now my control has run out, and now I'm seeing all the little things that I would really like to fix," when really what I should be doing is like, "Hey, that's me. Cool." I kind of can't now. I really have to I just, like, I really zero in on, like, one hair that's bobbing out, or, like, why did my eyes do that, or my lapel is, like, facing the wrong way, which that kills me, like, when a piece of clothing is, like, crunched or something, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
"Just fix it!" Like, drives me nuts.
I do have to say though, I love when people post their random uh self tapes and
Yeah,
it's like a clip of something. It doesn't have to be from anything, but they're proud of it and they put it
yeah.
online. And I especially love the bloopers.
Oh,
And
yeah, yeah,
you watch them go from being so in the moment and then one little thing and they go, Dagnabbit,
yeah,
and, it breaks the scene, but it's so real and it's so honest,
Yeah.
for in this day and age. So it's actually heartwarming.
Yeah.
Have you done that, Trey? Have you posted your own bloopers?
No, because I also have a lot of body dysmorphia and really hate
What
looking
up?
at myself.
I
Welcome to the
have
club.
I have a blooper reel from when year was Mia born? 2009,
Okay.
maybe around there,
Yeah.
between 2007 2009, where I was doing a voiceover for a Florida wrestling company, and I had to say the words "wrestle bowl," and my mouth was not making. It was too late at night.
Yeah.
My mouth wasn't making those words anymore. Wrestle bowl, and I have, because Cap, our beloved Cap, he was the one behind making that happen for me. So I had to send him the video or the files, and so I sent him the blooper reel, and it's probably on YouTube somewhere.
Okay, well, now I know what I'm doing after this.
I'll have to find it. No, I
I'm
will send it
in.
to you guys. I will
I'm
go try to
in.
find it. It's probably unpublished, but I'll see if I can find it and send it to you guys later.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. I love
it
a
was
blooper reel.
really funny. I just remembered that. I'm so glad you brought up bloopers.
They rule. I was on a different podcast earlier because there's a movie that I was in that we're promoting,
Awesome.
and so I was with the director and the male lead, and we both were like me and the other actor were just like, "Doug, like, we need a blooper reel because there's gonna be a Blu-ray and, it's getting distribution," and so we were like,
Cool.
"Please make a blooper reel," and he was just like, "Yeah, I guess I didn't make one because like, indie filmmaking, very stressful, it's a whole deal," and he was like, "But I guess we could make one," and we were like, make one," because I love a blooper reel, and there's so
It's
many
the
good ones
fun
from this movie
parts.
too, because it's
Yeah.
like, blood and punching and the evil stuff and, just a lot of craziness, and we were like, "Please, for the love of God," like,
Share what it is. What is this movie? So
oh,
us and our audience
oh, yes,
can
of
go.
course. It's called Carry the Darkness, and it's, set during the, like, '90s satanic panic,
Okay, yeah.
and,
Ooh.
it's like, a guy it's a little bit of like, there's something in the woods, and is it a monster? Is it, like, our own terrible feelings and spirits? And there's, like, lots going on, and so there's, like, a male lead who's, like, troubled, and the town kind of is, like, pinning their like, "You listen to death metal, you must be evil," on
Mhm.
him, and I'm the, like, romantic interest who's also grappling with her own stuff, and we, adventure and try to figure out the source of the bad stuff that's happening in the town, and, yeah, I keep thinking, "Well, that's probably gonna be the last time I play a teenager," and then it happens again, and so I'm like, "Well, maybe this will be the last one?" I don't know, but, it was really fun and really cool, and I did yeah, if you're going on my gram later, because I know we're going on everybody's
Yeah,
Instagrams, I posted a really fun, like, sizzle reel of, like, all this characters, like, crazy action moments, so if you're interested, that's a good summation of, like, what I do in the movie.
very cool.
And for our listening audience, we'll make sure to include this in the show notes. But you can find Helen Laser at HLaserWolf on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
It's
and
true.
also, since we're doing it, it's helenlaser.com.
Yes, HELEN,
LASER.
LASER, yeah. Like
Yes.
like the beam.
Like the laser beam.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so you doing the finger guns, very quick story. I live just outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. I
Oh,
was driving
nice.
to a friend's house and I saw this red car just pull up right beside me, and it was about to turn onto the interstate, and I noticed it a little too late. It was a red convertible Mustang, and yeah, it was a Mustang. The guy had decorated it in Lightning McQueen decals. He made it look exactly like Lightning McQueen, and it
Wow.
Wow.
was it was it was very special. I really enjoyed that. But you
Ka-chow.
doing the you doing the finger guns reminded me of Ka-chow. And
Yeah,
yeah.
that rocks.
It reminded
Um,
me of Ryan.
yes.
We have a mutual friend named Ryan. He'll probably
A
do that at
fellow
his own
a
wedding.
fellow finger gunner.
A fellow finger
He
gunner.
is, yeah. I could see him doing that at his wedding. Like I do. And I could see him
Like,
doing that. You may kiss the bride, he'll
sick.
kiss the bride, and then do that.
You may finger gun the bride.
Ryan, if
Um,
you're listening, you have to do that. We want
please.
Ask the officiant to do
yeah, just say that. Don't even say you may kiss the bride.
Yeah, just a last minute adjustment to the ceremony.
I wish I knew who was officiating. Just send
We
him a
can
little
find
email.
out. Helen, I have 2 last questions for you. One of them, we noticed it on your resume under special skills, and we were dying to ask you.
Oh, yes.
Can you you can sing the Star Spangled Banner in a minor key?
Yes. Am I
And
being
no.
asked to do it right now?
You do not feel pressured to do so, but we would love it if you could.
Okay, on the spot, we're gonna do our best. Big
Okay.
day, a lot of recording, but I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Okay,
If you
gotta
need to
find my
save your
key.
voice, I would totally understand.
Oh, you're good, you're good. This thing goes forever. Okay, unlimited miles per gallon. Okay, let me find my key. Okay. 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 Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? Try not to blow out your ears. And the home of the brave.
Okay.
You got through it.
I got
You
through
did
it.
That
We
was
hit the high
amazing.
notes.
Yes. Okay.
I
That
have
was
literally
cool.
never been asked to do it at any audition, any appearance. No one has ever asked me. Thank God someone did, and thank God I could do it.
Yeah, that was like, and no, like, you just went into it. Like, that
I
was
went in.
amazing. Yeah, it was like, not like, oh, I have to listen to it first or have a prompt. I mean, you prompted yourself, but like not with any external. That was amazing.
I mean, I was inspired by the current state of affairs in America. So
That was then
it
it was perfect.
made it easy, you know.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So casting directors, now that you've heard Helen, you may
Yeah.
now cast her in everything.
Yeah, and like BioShock sadness.
I would like this to be our new normal version of the song.
If the Yankees or the Mets are looking for an anthem singer, call me up, guys. I would love
So
to meet
fabulous.
Mrs. Met. Mr. Met, I can take your leave. Mrs. Met, we've got business to attend to.
I will say, if you can put Christmas carols into minor keys,
I can. I've done it. Wait, sorry.
so have I.
Don't apologize.
We
Okay,
have
Oh
to
my
send each other
gosh.
them.
Why isn't this an album already?
Why are we becoming really good friends in real life right now?
Right?
Oh, I was doing a production of Christmas Carol, and I was music directing for the kids, and one of the requests was for this moment of, like after Scrooge goes to bed, there's supposed to be a street singer in this version who comes on and sings a version of Silent Night. And they said, could you teach the minor key version of Silent Night to these kids? And I go, that is really hard to teach them, but I will do my best. We were almost there, but it was until he asked the entire choir to do it that it kind of fell apart. But it was,
Oh,
it
sure.
was so good. So good.
I love this. If you have a video, because I would love to put you on the spot, but also I realize that's scary. But like if there's a vid, would love to hear. Or in real life if you're comfortable, but I don't want to put it on you because
Oh,
it's been a
and
day.
go.
Yeah,
And
and
go. I
3, 2,
am
1.
comfortable putting him on the spot.
No, I would
It's
actually
okay.
need to practice it. It has been a minute. I
Okay.
And it's
will.
tough. That's a toughie.
Yes, because you have the major key version in your head all of the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
The flip side of that was the year prior, I was doing Christmas Carol, and the director asked for something similar, and I said, "Would singing it in another language be creepy?" He goes, "Yeah," and I go, "German?" He goes,
Oh,
"Yes."
yeah? Right.
Now that I can do, and I will offer that up to you in exchange.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, I'm interested.
Okay. One
Go.
second.
so am
Take your
I.
time, take your time.
All right. Stille Nacht, heilige Nacht, alles schläft, einsam wacht, nur das traute hochheilige Paar, holde Knabe im lockigen Haar, schlaf in himmlischer Ruh, schlaf in himmlischer Ruh.
I knew you had to have pipes. I knew it. I
Yeah.
was like, if you're Miss Frollo, come on. That was great. That was so good.
Thank you.
That was crazy. Well, also, like, I don't despite being a dual citizen of here and Germany, I don't speak a lick of the language, but, like, it sounded like your pronunciation was pretty nice.
Thank you.
Sounded great to me.
Studied opera for 12 years and had a metric ton of diction classes.
There you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
my opera experience is doing "Caro mio ben," and that's it.
Oh, God,
I know
that's
that
so
hurt you
tripping.
physically to hear
Mm.
about. For every opera student is like, "Kill me. I never wanna hear that song ever again."
That and, as much as I love it, the one from why does it I had it for, like, a second and then it left me.
It'll come back.
"O mio babbino caro."
Oh, sure. Everything's Caro in these damn songs. I'm like, I'm not feeling very Caro about this at all.
No,
It's brutto in my opinion.
thank you. Thank you. Okay. My other question to you, before you get too far, which has nothing to do with anything that we've talked about, and that is if you were to sit down with somebody at a table to have lunch, and it could be anybody in the world, alive or dead, who is sitting on the opposite side of that table from you?
Ugh. Time to be sweet, because really, it's my husband. I
Aw.
love that guy.
Mhm.
I could have lunch with him 10 million times and it wouldn't be enough. We have the best
Aw.
chats. I love that guy. I genuinely, I was like, "Well, Dorothy Parker, Amelia Earhart, my grandma who I was named after, who I never met and she died tragically young." Like, there's so many good options, but I really was like, "Damn, I do love that hubby of mine, though. He's awesome." Like, I know I'll have the best conversation with him, so I'm like, that's worth it for me. And he's a great cook, so I bet the lunch would be popping.
Oh, yes.
I'm
No, it's
thinking
not a
about the
require
lunch, I'm always thinking about lunch.
What's your hubby's name?
Dominic.
Hi, Dominic.
Oh, he's the best.
I was gonna freak out if she said Josh because so far she's described Josh.
Well, I bet I would like Josh too, but
Yeah,
he's the
he's
best.
behind the scenes right now managing the chat.
Hi, Josh. Thanks for managing the chat.
Thank you,
He is the
Josh.
chat right now.
But it's also
Hell
delightful.
yeah.
He is awesome.
He wrote, "It's true, I'm awesome."
Now, ain't it the truth? I didn't even know we had a chat. That's what I know. That's all
We
I
do
know.
have a chat. It's for Well, yeah, I guess it's for whatever we're live streaming on
Yeah.
Twitch
Hell yeah.
and Facebook and uh YouTube. I
Oh,
had to think
cool.
about what are the outlets again?
Oh, you're good. You're
And then
good.
we have to ask of you a question before we end.
Yeah.
First, Steven Seidenberg is our next guest.
Yeah.
What we do on the show is we ask the question of the last guest for this one, and then we ask this guest the question for the next one. And the next guest next Monday is Steven Seidenberg, who is going to be on the show again. We had him earlier this year. He is a photographer, philosopher, and what was the word Josh posted earlier? Oh yeah, he likes to use the word interlocutor. I can't even say it. Yes, that. Anyway, come tune in next Monday to listen to him and also to listen to us ask this question. Helen, what would you like to ask him?
I like to ask this question, especially if I'm getting to know somebody, or even if it's someone I know very well. I feel like it's a great question for anybody. My question is, what is bringing you non-monetized joy? Um, it can't be something that you do for money. It can't be something you sell. What is like a hobby, or it could be a TV show. It could be a thing that you do for fun. It could just be like spending time with someone you love, or like like wrestling, something. Whatever
Wrestling.
that thing is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like wrestling. But I'm like whatever it is that brings you happiness that you don't do for money, that like money is not involved in it, and it's just like I love bird watching or whatever it is. What is that thing that is bringing you a lot of happiness? Uh yeah. I always wanna know, and can I ask that of both of you? I'm curious.
Um, I was not prepared for such a question.
I love this question so
Oh,
much.
time to
So
improv.
great, though.
Time to improv. What's the
Um,
first thing that popped into your mind? That's probably it. There may be many things.
right now, theater. Um,
Yeah!
I stepped away from like quote unquote professional acting and like trying to make that and pay bills and do that sort of thing. And since doing so, it has been one of the best things I've done for myself.
Mm,
I still enjoy it. I still love it, but getting to do like Hunchback
mhm,
really reminded me why I enjoy theater so much, because people truly showed that they cared about the work and they showed up
mhm,
and told a really wonderful, wonderful, slightly depressing, correction, very depressing story, but still such heart to it.
mhm.
And standing backstage, listening to them all sing after I've died, spoilers, um, was one of the most beautiful, beautiful things. And that memory of standing back there and listening to them sing Someday, I go, this is why I continue doing theater. This is why.
Man, that rocks. I
Work
You're
living.
making me remember why I love it too. Yeah, that's such
Yeah.
a beautiful thing.
What about you,
I'm
Emily?
writing this down. I'm writing it down so I can clip it later. Hold on.
Okay.
It is I know that's not good. That's like bad radio for
No,
yeah.
you're good. Well, here, I'll vamp. So wait, Someday,
Yeah.
that was added for the musical, but it was taken from, like, a piece of music from the film, right? Like, that wasn't in the original movie, but there was, like, kind of they had, like, the little choir people in the background, they were like, "Oh, let's make it a hopeful, beautiful song," right?
So, fun fact, someday and Olim mean the same thing. Olim is someday. And someday, someday, when we are wiser, that melody was intended to be Esmeralda's theme.
Yes! I knew
So,
this deep down somewhere. Yes, I think I we
so
watched the same video essay.
Mhm. And they've taken it, and anytime that Frollo sings is in typically an inverse or a retrograde, you can watch those video essays and find out what a retrograde is, version of Someday, and it's meant to be in complete opposition to Esmeralda, but they swapped it for, God Help the Outcast because they
Mhm,
felt that it was a stronger emotional moment.
mhm.
So that's more fun stuff that you can listen to in those video essays.
Yes, yes. Oh, I'm a total dweeb for it. I'm like, "Yeah, more of that, please." It's the best.
First, Emily, what's your
Oh
answer?
yeah. Cuz I wrote it down so I can think. Well, one thing that is just it's pure joy is I am getting the blue jays in the yard to come when I call them.
What?
They're corvids like crows, so
Oh my god.
you can get them to come visit. And now they will chase away a hawk because they're around all the time. And so the crows will too, but the crows don't live as close as the blue jays. So I've taken great joy into yelling, blue jay, and then he'll come and I'll throw a peanut out there and he'll swoop down and grab it and go.
That's powerful stuff.
And now they've had babies and brought them over. And the babies, you can't tell who's a baby anymore because they're grown up. But
Oh my god, your grandchildren.
they're
That's amazing.
I know.
That's so sick.
I love that so much. Anyway, that brings me joy every day that's not connected to anything else I do as work or art or anything else. It's just fun.
That is freaking awesome.
Now, Helen.
I must agree because I'm, get to experience it. Yeah, and the chipmunks too this year. Now I think I've counted 6 that come up to me and I'll take peanuts too. Sometimes the blue jay will have to steal the peanut before the chipmunk gets it. But the chipmunks brought their babies too. So baby chipmunks were really cute this year.
That is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Helen, your answer.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I wasn't prepared. Why was I not prepared? Gosh. Well, definitely the sewing has been bringing me pleasure for sure. And also Dominic I asked him for it. He's an ice cream maker himself, and we have like the Cuisinart thingamahoo. And we had these leftover coffee beans that were they were like an influencer gift from like an event thing that I did. And we don't drink fully caffeinated coffee because we get the shakes. But I was like, we got to do something with those beans. Like, we got to do something with them. And so then I was like, would you make me coffee ice cream? It's one of my favorites. So he made coffee ice cream, and then he like doubled down on making me happy by making toffee, which we then hammered with a hammer in a bag. And now you can sprinkle it on top. My dudes, this ice cream, it is so good. It is so scoopable. It is so creamy. It doesn't have the icy texture at all. Like he went with the egg yolks went in. It is like the most gelato, beautiful, creamy custard, fantastic ice cream. And it was made with such love and care. And so I'm just like, I'm really living it up about this ice cream. It's so good. So I'm like doing my little sewing, eating my little ice cream, just having a very nice life. And I feel very lucky I get to have a good life.
That's awesome. Josh in the chat said, oh yeah, in all caps, coffee ice cream. How much you want to bet he's going to make that next?
Josh is the Haagen-Dazs man who's like, oh yeah, like through the wall.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's extra special because we live in Minnesota. So it comes out.
Oh my God.
That's wonderful.
Incredible. Wow. I know your culture is not my costume, obviously, but
I just said freaking right. I'm making it. That's amazing. Also, it made me think of that new coffee that I got him for his birthday. Is it Omni? Is that the right brand?
I don't know.
It's like a luxury coffee experience. Ooh, and I thought, okay, fine. I'll pay the $20 whatever for a little bag. Onyx. Sorry. ONYX. Yeah. If you want to be spoiled, we're not being paid for this. At all. Now paid for this ad.
Unpaid sponsor.
You will ruin yourself by ordering a bag of Onyx coffee. And it's and they have I'll just say they have a subscription option that you should also not sign up for because you will go broke.
Yeah, use code Helen0 for 0% off. It'll say this promo doesn't work.
That's exactly it. There's no promo whatsoever. It's full price.
That's for delusional customers only.
Right, but you deserve it.
Yeah. It sounds good. Maybe
I'll
I'll
make that
myself.
Ice cream. Yeah.
Coffee 2, Revenge of the Coffee, the coffining. We got to do it.
The coffining. It's like the croning, but
yeah.
Oh my God.
We could go on for a long time. This has been the best hour.
This has been a great app.
Yeah.
Can I be so bold? Can I be so bold as to ask, would you come back?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh gosh,
this has been such a nice
hour at least.
At least.
Just we'll schedule you 2 or 3 more times before the end of the year.
And we'll do, like, PowerPoints where we show each other our costumes, and then everybody who's listening is like, "I can't see that," and then that can be for, like, the Patreon people or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll be like, "Just so you know, it's a very nice Tudor garment," and they'll be like, "Where is it?" And it'll be great.
The black work on that collar is amazing.
Oh, the black work, don't get me started, Bernadette Banner.
Yes!
Man, we are so on the same page.
Josh said in all caps in the chat, "Helen, please come back."
Oh my god, Joshua, I would do anything for you. I don't even know you. I called you Joshua, for Christ's sake.
We are definitely calling him that from now on.
Yosh Yosh Groban. Anyway, thanks for having
I
me.
love this so much.
This has been a pleasure, a delight, a joy. What a
For us
dream.
too. Yeah.
Same. Please go support Helen and all of her incredible work. You can find her at helenlaser.com. Like we said earlier, you can find her on Instagram, hlaserwolf.com, not hlaserwolf.com. Wow. At hlaserwolf. I can think.
.gov/.edu, baby. Just
Yeah.
kidding. No, it's just HLaserWolf.
Are there any socials that you would also like to make sure that we include?
That's my main one. I was on TikTok, deleted it immediately when I made one viral video, and it stressed me out too bad, so I don't have one anymore.
Oh, wow. Well, just for everybody else, if you go to her website, you can see she has a YouTube and a
True.
Vimeo and a SoundCloud, so you can go fill yourself up with Helen Laser content. It's delicious.
It tastes like coffee ice cream.
What a dream.
As we close this episode out, thank you so much for tuning in. We really could not do the show without viewers like you. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you would like more episodes, we have more episodes available on our website, themodrom.com, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for The Mod Rom. We also have a Patreon. You can search for behind the scenes content and other things that we like our presentation that we're going to do and then put up on Patreon of our Ren Fair costumes. You can find things like that on our Patreon. Search for, again, The Mod Rom. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Good night.